39. Still about this Joseph.
Prison, a place where the king's prisoners were bound, and he was there in the prison.
Hold on. You know what caused Joseph to be put in prison? What transpired? Because he refused to lay with Potiphar's wife. He knows what he carries, that this one may make me lose God's presence, and he flee from it. But that one made one kind of case against him that was not the truth. And then the husband just came, and the wife with a trick said, you know this, your servant, see what he did. Without asking questions, without investigation, he just put him in prison. How could he just do that? Why on earth could he just do that? Where is that done? Now, maybe you don't know. Let me also tell us that at that point in time, Joseph had already served him for 11 years. You know why I know? He came into that house at the age of 17. And at the time he was taken out of the prison, he was age 30. And the Bible recorded that he spent 2 years in the prison. And you deduct 11 years from 28. 17 years from 28. 17 when he came in to Potiphar's house, which means he served him for 11 years. Now, something is coming to me. Somebody served you for 11 years. You already know what he could do. In fact, you put everything about yourself, your property and everything in his care, which means, and then your wife made him in prison. Hello? We are in prison. Hello? We are still going somewhere. He put him in prison. He was the head of security. But by the time that man will be out, he became his oga again. He was only the head of prison. Am I right? Prison security. But Joseph became what? Second in command. In fact, Pharaoh was saying, it is only in the throne. In fact, something is also coming to my head. When Pharaoh said, it is only in the throne that I will be above you, which means all other areas, he was even oga to Pharaoh. Hello? He was even oga to Pharaoh himself, because Pharaoh used his mouth to say, it is only in the throne. Every other one, literally, you see other bosses that must have been ahead of him before they get to Joseph. You see what God can do? Read that, complete that Bible passage.
21.
20 to 23, yes.
I should start from 20 again.
Yes.
And Joseph's master took him and put him into the prison, a place where the king's prisoners were bound. And he was there in the prison. But the Lord was with Joseph and showed him mercy and gave him favor.
Hold on. The Lord was with Joseph, about with God's presence. Hallelujah. Continue.
And showed him mercy.
Showed him mercy.
And gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison.
So what happened there?
And the keeper of the prison committed to Joseph's end all the prisoners that were in the prison. And whatsoever they did there, he was the doer of it.
So wherever